So I wanted to break this down really quick. This is a dog obviously with severe reactivity due to fear. And I want to break down exactly what I'm doing here. So the dog is extremely fearful, reacting like crazy. This dog's 5 years old and has reacted this way all of his life. And so it's no way to live. And so what you see here is I put on a little prong collar on Sojo. And I give a little correction here in the next scene. He goes to react, quickly pop the leash like that. He kind of comes to, and I do another correction here in a minute. And you can kind of watch the dog try to figure out what's going on around him instead of react, which is really, really cool. Let me get over some cool stuff. The power of the prong collar. So what you had before was a dog with zero consequence for life. But as the dog moved forward to actively go after the other dog, his intentions were not to do anything but bark. And if you can't tell the dog that that's wrong, the dog's forever going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay? So why don't you just walk her by one more time? Of course, Annabelle actually is here for dog aggression too, and so she's just about done with her. And so this is really cool. You actually watch Sojo here use his nose, and he's actually more inquisitive, more interested in the dog. And so I kind of let him go, and you can't really catch him in the frame, but he is using his nose to try to figure the other dog out, which is brilliant. I'm really, really excited. This is the first time this dog has ever done anything like that. So you see that one? Oh. It changes everything. And so one question a lot of people have when we do this type of work is it uncomfortable for the dog when we correct? Absolutely. But the fraction of a second that it takes for me to correct a dog for doing unwanted behavior versus the lifetime of anxiety and stress and all this BS the dog has to live with mentally, it's like, so does it affect the dog physically for a microsecond? Sure. But so do braces. Yeah. But it's the big picture. It's the macro. The micro is like, hey, quit the crap. You don't need to do that. And then all of a sudden we think clearly. I talk some sense into him. I say, hey, just chill out, dude. You're good. And then if you watch what happened after, his nose started going. So at first, and for all of his life, he's been like, I hate everybody. And what I just did, within 10 minutes, is probably more progression than he's had his whole life. Yeah. Right? How old is he?
About 5.
Yeah. So his whole life he's been, or since he's had this reactivity issue, he's been crazy. Mm-hmm. And so I just said, no, stop, don't. And he said, I can live with that. And he didn't do it anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, let's get going. Thanks.